Okay, so, in both of the two recent events, TDS has made an easy mode, where everyone who queues for it would actually get the choice of 3 already given loadouts. Yada yada, this is good, whatever, for like new players who get to try out towers. I'm level 560, I don't really care about that kind of thing. Instead, I'm more curious to see if the TDS devs can actually make good loadouts to beat their game. So that's what I tried, every single easy loadout in a solo to see which ones could and couldn't win. This mode is already a lot easier than most of the Halloween event. You can beat solo hard with 1 tower, so unsurprisingly the easy mode is a lot easier.
Wow, no way, really?
So much easier that in fact all of these loadouts can beat it. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it now, it's not very difficult. The first loadout is Air Commander, which has a good mixture of DPS, supports, and also Rocketeer, which no one's gonna use, but he's there I guess. Wait, what the f does he even have to do with the air? I defended early on with Ace Pilot and Scouts, by the way. You get Scout as the 6th tower. It's never really that useful, I kind of just felt like putting it down. I then got an Electroshocker, a DJ, another Ace Pilot, and then I started spamming Pursuits for like the whole game. I mean, they're so good for this. They have literally full map range, and with how long this map is, it's really good to have that. They get splash damage, they have high DPS, and they don't have hidden detection. But this loadout conveniently has Ace Pilot, which actually is able to give the Pursuits permanent hidden detection if you place one nearby. And so with that, I fought Hasm for the first time. And he died super fast, like he barely made it very far, but you know, it's to be expected with a loadout like this. The next loadout is Power of the Elements, which has fire, ice, grass, electric, and does range count as an element? I don't really know. This loadout does have defense melting, DPS, stunning, and slowing. It's pretty good. I used a pyro for most of it because you can just max it out and get a ton of stuff going on, as well as electroshockers and cryomancers. I also maxed out all my harvesters because I don't know, I felt like it. And I got a bunch of rangers and killed Hasm easily. Finally, there's overwhelming firepower where, I mean, you can beat hard mode by abusing stuff like military base. So you can probably guess what happened when I maxed out all my military bases. Because of the nature of this event, it doesn't really matter which of these loadouts you bring. I'd say the military base one is the best just because you can abuse it the whole time, but like it doesn't really matter. I mean, you can bring loadouts worse than these and still beat hard mode, so like, yeah. Because of how easy night 1 is and how each of these loadouts have at least 1 tower you're just going to use the entire time, I don't really want to talk about them. 2 of the loadouts have military base, which you can just spam for most of it, and then one of them has minigunner, which just kills everything. So night 1, not hard.
Let's see how you handle my mind shackle! Time to release the latest and greatest of our minions! Behold the Synaptic! Here comes my boyest champion, me!
Each of these loadouts have a tower you can farm through the early game with, so that part's not really the problem. And neither is the conserver. You see, the amount of money you get from the conserver is honestly ridiculous. In this run here, even after he died, I continued placing towers just because I was curious, and I would have been able to max out all of my minigunners if I had enough time to. So you shouldn't realistically die with the amount of money it gives you for DPS towers. And even when your DPS is militant, that fact stayed true. So far, TDS has been making great loadouts. Or maybe their modes have just been super easy, but going into night 3 though, it was actually going to be more difficult, because night 3 is actually pretty hard, even on easy mode when soloing.
This Knight kind of ruins their track record on loadouts. But we'll skip that for now and instead go into Sentinel. This loadout has DPS with Engineer and Pursuit, Support, DJ, and Warden. Also, all of them have Jester for some reason, and then also a 6 slot with Hollowpunk, but like those ones don't really do much.
As you probably guessed, because this loadout gives Engineer, the entire mode just became Engineer spam. I placed 6 of them for early game, got a DJ, and then just started upgrading the Engineers. Because Engineer has flight detection, I wasn't super worried about like the Duskull looking guys. They actually surprisingly were a bit of a problem because they came out with aggros on a wave and that was a bit of an issue, so I got some pursuits down. Then I went back to maxing my Engineers, and that was about it. On the last wave, the Primordial Dracobluxer spawns with 250,000 health, which is not a lot when he's walking around for like 20 minutes. Well, this boss is like a micro minigame on hard mode where you just have to like move all your towers from the left side to the right side, but oh wait, he teleported back to the left. This is made a lot less stressful by the fact that he has a fifth of his health in hard mode. And also, with this loadout specifically, Pursuit has a massive range, so you don't need to do a ton of moving with it. The next one we're going to be covering is the best one, by a lot. It is the Onyx Squad, which I don't know what that means, but it sounds cool. Either way though, it has Gold Cowboy, Ranger, and Accelerator, as well as Electroshocker for stunning and defense melting, and oh, guess what? Hollowpunk and Jester are back.
Now, while it may seem like Gold Cowboy is the answer, it is. Once I got level 4 Cowboys, I maxed my Rangers, I got like some Jesters and stuff as well. Max Excels, the boss is free with this much DPS. Well, it's been pretty easy so far. Now we have Vanguard. This loadout sucks. It's got Brawler, which is good, and it's got Merc Base, which is good. Again, we have Jester and Hollowpunk, but that's to be expected. It has Ace Pilot, which is nice to give Brawler hidden detection, as well as Mortar, who's there. As for the DPS it has, there's Ace Pilot, which is, you know, not amazing. There's Mortar, who has full map range and 115 DPS. There's Merc Base, who spawns guards in, but how are you going to rely on an ability that comes every 60 seconds? And there's Brawler, which you have to move around every 5 seconds because it has a garbage range. Even getting to the last wave of this loadout is not very fun, because I don't even know why. It's just like you gotta play in a very specific way. I don't understand it, to be honest. And when you get to the last wave, you gotta just get like farmed. Look at this, I'm hard selling and rebuying my Merc Base to spam the riot guards, and there's not much I could do about it, other than move my Brawlers, because I forgot that was something you can do. And then I tried it again, and then died anyways, which was just like, okay, that's fun. But I still kind of wanted to win with this loadout, because, you know, then I could have won with all of the easy loadouts. So I used a timescale ticket. Well, they have disabled using abilities in 0 times speed because, well, I mean, you could solo Hidden Wave with it, and that's definitely not what they wanted to happen. You can still put it in half speed, which lets you summon double the amount of riot guards with selling and rebuying. I'm just gonna play this last wave because it took 8 minutes and 30 seconds. I'll speed up or slow down the parts depending on like if I have it on 2x or half speed to like just so it, like everything looks like it's in 1 time speed. Obviously it isn't. You'll see me spamming Merc Base really fast at the half speed parts because, you know, you get the idea. Here it is.
So with that, I had officially beaten every easy event with every loadout, and all the loadouts were like completely fine except Vanguard. Anyways, subscribe.